G'day guys, just left home just then. On my way to the airport to catch my flight to New Zealand for round 4 of the Formula Ford South Island Championship at Teretonga, which should be good. Very excited. Hopefully we can get a couple good results. But first race in a Formula Ford, yeah, really excited. And first time in New Zealand as well, so hopefully I can find a Kiwi while I'm there, tick that off the bucket list, and learn the haka. Alright, let's go. Just in Qantas Club right now, and about to go and take our flight. Let's go.
Worn low, tight, and throughout the entire flight. Make sure you're familiar with
Cheer boys, we're officially taking off and on flight and heading to New Zealand. Hopefully they have some good snacks while we're over there. Sorry, the microphone just turned off. And yeah, it should be good. Alright, let's go. Alright, so landed from our flight, as you saw just before. It was a good flight. First time in New Zealand, like I said before. So it was pretty cool and scenic. Seeing all the cool mountains and snow on the mountains and whatnot. And there's like a big lake in between the mountains. It's all so cool. So first day in New Zealand, check. And yeah, get some sleep tonight, and tomorrow we'll head down to Teretonga, get a seat fitting done, and yeah, it should be an eventful day 2. So today's Wednesday, tomorrow will be Thursday, and then practice Friday, qualifying, practice, race Saturday, and race Sunday. So yeah, should be good. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bed and look at this view. Alright, so today's schedule with these beautiful mountains in the back. So today, like I said last night, probably, heading down to the track, 2.5 hour drive, 3 hour nearly, and we'll do a seat fitting while we're there, and then probably do a track walk or whatever we can do at the track, learn a little bit more, meet some new people, and have fun. Alright, so a lot to talk about after today. We forgot to record because the camera died, but all good. So we got down to the track, all good. The drive was really scenic, as you probably saw lots of photos and videos. Yeah, and got to the track. And when we got down there, we were allowed to actually have a quick little, test run on the track. Just make sure everything's working, all the wheels going to stay on and not come off, and make sure there wasn't any leaking oil or anything. So we did that. That means I got to go out and track for the first time. And yeah, it was good. Enjoyed it. Met Nigel, met Jim, who's my head mechanic, and meeting someone else called Will tomorrow. And yeah, we did our seat fitting, did all that, and yeah, pretty cool. So head down there around 10 o'clock tomorrow, we got driver's briefing at 11, and then practice starts at 1 o'clock, and then yeah, should be a good next day. Get well rested, early night tonight, wake up fresh tomorrow, and get some laps in on the track. Should be good. Right, so just arrived at the track and gonna get suited up and get ready for today. Should be a good day. Got practice, then quali, then 2 races, and then on to Sunday. But yeah, now because we got to get to the infield. There's the main straight. This first corner. This is the paddock. That's the tower. Let's go. Alright, so we have arrived at the track. We checked a couple things, fixed a couple things. Now we're just we've signed in, and now we're just waiting for our first session now. And we'll suit it up, and we'll go out for the first practice. Alright. Alright, so editor Matthew over here. This was my first practice session, and it was a really windy one, the windiest I've ever been in all weekend, and it was crazy. You can actually hear the wind on the camera, but it was a super windy session, and you head down the main straight and you're full on like got some lock in the steering wheel as the wind is trying to push you off the track. It was really hectic, crazy, and incredible experience, but it was a great session nonetheless. And right now I'm just doing some data with Jim and writing down my thoughts and feedback after the session. Day 1 completed. So today, all practicing, all went really good actually. First session, how many sessions we do? 3 sessions? 3 sessions? Yeah. All went good. Was able to learn the track. It's a good track, very fast. They had like a whole bunch of drifters on it the day before or a couple of days before, I don't know. So the track was all rubbered up on the outsides of the track to the point where it wasn't grippy. So no matter if you were on the outside of the track or on, whatever. It was just really different conditions to a regular race weekend or whatnot. So, yeah, luckily there was no rain today, which is good. Fully dry track, but really windy. Some people were saying it's the windiest, they've had in a long time while they've been down here. So, that was interesting, because the biggest thing was going down the main straight. It's a very long straight here at Teretonga, and you're hugging the inside wall, right? But when the wall ends, you pop out, and huge gusts of winds just bang into the side of your car, and no joke, you're holding like this much lock going down the main straight like that, just because of how strong the wind is. So that was an experience, and it's not like a constant gust. Constant wind or pressure. There's different gusts, and they get harder and harder, and some are softer. So you've got to prepare and be ready for a gust. Because if you're not ready for that gust, you're just off the other end of the track. Luckily though, Saturday and Sunday, it seems like it's not going to be like that at all. The wind says very low and calm. Tomorrow's going to be a really good day. Sunday will be interesting because it looks like it's going to be wet, but the radar said different every single day, so we'll see. But it was a good day. We've definitely got room for improvement, and yeah, I'd be able to at least get down to a 103. We've been doing 104s consecutively and consistently, which is important, but I reckon we can get that 103 tomorrow easily. Conditions going to be good. We got practice and qualifying tomorrow, and then a race. 2 races. Any practice?
One practice.
One practice. So 1 practice in the morning, then quali, then 2 races. Should be an action-packed day. Suited me up for the car. We had a couple mirror issues because the mirrors kept falling, and the right mirror was a little bit dodgy, so we're gonna swap that out for one on the other car. Should be good. And yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. Get well rested up. Pretty tired after today. A lot of practice, a lot of laps. But yeah, it was good. Eat some dinner, and yeah, should be good. Alright, so qualifying reaction. With all honesty, not too happy. Qualified 10th out of 12, but definitely could have gotten somewhere around like 7th. Alright, so heat 1, race number 1, here we go. Ready, suited up. I mean, after a not so good quali, still got our head up, should be good. You know, first race in a Formula Ford, got to cut myself some slack. Second time in a Formula Ford, so yeah, cut myself some extra more slack. So yeah, you know what, rookie, doing well, not coming last, and I'm not far off the pace either. It should be a good race. Bit of a weird format because it's not like other races, it's where you finish or based on points where you start for the following races. It's based on how fast you go. If you get the fastest lap time, that will determine your grid position. So I'm kind of confused. I don't know if we're gonna, go out there and start racing and tussling. People are gonna be blocking, defending, because there could be people that just drop back and just do laps by themselves and get good lap times. Because I could see them just doing that no matter what too. So yeah, it might go both ways. I mean, if I get some gap in front of myself, I'll put on the qualifying hat and do some qualifying laps and hopefully do a better time than I did in actual qualifying. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I think it's still proper racing, but we'll see how it goes. Should be a good first race, and yeah, excited. We got earplugs for one-way radio from race control, and they will just tell us to start our engines up, formation lap, safety car, all that stuff. So it should be all pretty easy. No problems there at all. So yeah, excited. Should be good. So I'll see you after race 1. good day today. So we're leaving the track now. See ya. See ya. Sorry, I was just saying bye to the team because we're literally leaving the track right now. So heading to the first race, and it was good. We formed up on the grid, did our formation lap, scrubbed the tires in real well, and formed up on the actual grid. As I sat there, got into my grid position. It's different here forming up on the grids because your whole car needs to be behind the grid box when you line up, instead of in Australia typically you can have your car in front of the box. It's just your front tires that need to be behind the grid box. So that was different for me. Stopped right in front of the grid box, whole car in front of the grid box. Lights went on. I thought I would raise the revs pretty early on, just because first time when the race start, make sure the revs are right, and then I can just focus on the clutch release point and whatnot. So first light comes on, rev it up to 3,500, clutch in, and the car starts to creep forward, and not just a little bit like you see in F1 or whatnot. The car was moving quite a lot forward. So I quickly rolled out of the throttle immediately and waited for all 5 lights to go back on, and I raised the revs to 3,500 once more. Luckily, once I raised it, the lights went out pretty much simultaneously after that, so it was lucky because then I wasn't creeping too far forwards, and the stewards didn't catch me for moving before the lights went out. So it was a bit of a chaotic start, but I got away well. Was cautious into first corner, just had a look at what people were doing, made sure I tried to stay close, and I was doing good. So first lap went down, passed someone who was in 9th, got into 9th, and I was happy days from there. But the only problem was that I'd lost touch because I was past this person in front of me and they were holding me up. I'd lost touch of the front pack, so that was a bit annoying, but I was able to smash out some times. I did another one. I did 3 laps, which were 1 minute 3.9s. I was pretty happy with that. Yeah, that was a race. Finished 9th position. Started 9th, finished 9th. One of the big takeaways is I'm short shifting. So we found that I was losing roughly about half a second by short shifting on this track in the world's most southernmost FIA approved track in the world, Teretonga. That's a little fun fact for you. Should be good. Excited. Get some rest tonight. Say hi to the sheep, and enjoy it. And let's get ready for tomorrow. Cool. Alright, so just woken up is it day 3, Sunday, race day, or we had a race yesterday, but 3 races today. Should be good. It was raining last night, so the road is a bit wet, but it looks like it's pretty much already drying up. We're up in an hour. We're the second class out, so the track might be dry by the time we hit the track. Maybe a little bit slippery. Start shifting and revving it a bit harder. Should be good. Excited for today. G'day guys, editor Matthew back at it once again. So yeah, just on the dummy grid for race 2. Jim just gave me a little fist pump just then. But yeah, just told us to start our engines up. Everyone's leaving the dummy grid. We're just taking off now. Get some heat in the tires on the formation lap. You know the drill. But yeah, just warming up the tyres, getting some heat in. Very cool track here at Teretonga. Pretty long one, just like Sandown or other Victorian tracks in Australia. So, yep. And now just parking up to the grid box. Park right in front. Look at the side. One of my mechanics is telling me to go up a little bit more forwards. So I did. Now I'm just sitting here waiting for the lights to come on. Lights come on. Rev it up. You can see me just creeping forwards there. And the way we fixed that was by putting all three pedals on the my heel on the brake, my end of my toes on the clutch, and then my foot on the throttle. So using all three pedals. Had a good start. Cautious into first corner once more. I worked up to that first corner every single race. But yes, stayed with the pack in front of me. Dropped the wheel there. Not too good. But catching up slowly but surely up to this guy in front of me. Starting to get really close now. And can really feel the overtake starting. Or about to come up. But pretty glued to the car in front of me. A lot of action happening up in front, as you can see. A lot of people defending, blocking, going for passes, people, messing up their lines and whatnot, slipping out and all sorts of things. So definitely was ready to make some positions. He goes for a move on the inside here, doesn't work. So I stick right behind him in the slipstream, wait for him to pull out, and then I can stick in. He goes to the outside, and I do the go-kart move where you slide in once the gap opens up, kind of. So slid in there, then I'm onto the back of this guy in front of me. It was a bit slippery, the car this session. I think everyone's was a little bit slippery. But yeah, a lot of action happening up top there. This guy in front of me just went wide and someone went off up the top. So the whole pack's really, really close together. And I'm ready to take a bite soon. Again, guy in front goes wide, bunches us all up. Shift up to third. Get ready for something to happen. Get ready, stay in the middle of the track, waiting for something to happen. The guy in front of me is stuck on the outside. So, stay on the slipstream, tuck in on the left here. Try and maybe give him a bit of a scare, think I'm there. And it worked. Revved it a bit too much in third though, so I didn't get the good drive to stick the overtake. It was close and I got the guy behind me or in my outside. But we're all still very, very close together, very bunched up. A lot of action happening in front of me. This blue car in front of me is trying to make some moves happen. Goes for a move into turn 2. Doesn't stick. The white car holds around the outside. Now I'm feeling a move on the blue car. Very, very close. Thinking about it here into turn 5. But he blocks and defends it. Get ready to get a good exit. Don't get really the best exit I would have liked. But just waiting for something to happen. Car all the way up is blocking. Means we're going to get bunched up by the time we get out of this corner. And we do. Didn't have the greatest exit, but that's okay. The slipstream's going to be mega. Slowly catching up. Then I put my nose in next to the blue car. Now he has to give me some space. And try and get that move done. And then just drive off the corner. And then clear the blue car. Try and catch up to these guys in front of me. And go into the corner. Get a good exit. Right on their tails. Really bunched up now. Waiting for something to happen. Car in front goes wide. White car gets alongside it. Do the karting move once more and stick on the inside. Getting real squaggly in front. On the inside here now. and I'm going to clear the guy on my outside because I'm on the inside for the slipstream, and catching this guy, pass him around the outside, perfect move, cleared him, and yeah, it was all sunny days from there pretty much. Although I had a couple big moments, as I said before, the car was really slippery. Had a moment out right there, and that made me drop a couple wheels off there, bit sketchy. And then I had another big moment the following lap where I actually went all 4 wheels off. But besides that, I chugged through, held my position, and that got me into, well, right now I'm in P5, and I won't spoil it yet, but let's hope I finish P5. But yeah, just focusing on my driving, hitting my apexes, looking at my mirrors, making sure they don't do a dive bomb. So I sit in the middle of the track there, go to the outside, then open up the corner. Good exit. I think I dropped my rear wheel in the dirt there, and check the flags out right over here, and was able to finish P5, which I was happy about. So good second race, one best one of the weekend, really happy with that. And yeah, it was a good second race. Let's hear what I had to say about it. Alright, we got some good news. So race 1 over with, started P9, finished P5. Good stuff, really happy with that. Some good racing. Yeah, had a good race, so really happy with that. Had a good start, had to try my new clutch and brake and accelerate technique, so I did that. Yeah, but got a good start. Just was cautious for the first couple of laps and then picked them off one at a time. And before I knew it, I was in P5, created a gap, which was good. The car was a bit slippery, so I had to defend last lap, but was able to hold on to P5, which I was really happy about. Because the grids are based on lap times, I wasn't able to get a really clear lap, you could say. Again, my racing was good, but yeah, didn't get another clear lap. So I'll be starting around the same area. I don't know whereabouts. I'll tell you if I knew, but I'll tell you next race. But yeah, it was good. Good race. Got mark on my face from like good driving. I'm like Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder, where he's got like a full black face after taking the helmet off. But no, it was good. I probably haven't been talking like this into the microphone properly all the time, but yeah, no, good race. Excited for the next one. Should be good. And yeah, let's go. Alright, so don't have any race recording of this next race, race 3, but this is the footage I have, as you just saw just before, just slightly. I'll do a quick replay, but the guy just went off the track there, and we just went through, and I was able to finish a good solid 8th place this race. It was a good race. Had a couple battles, learned a lot. We were all pretty much packed up this whole race, but it was all very close racing, and was getting faster and faster as the race progressed. Alright, race 3, over and done with. About to head out for my final, but I realised I hadn't done a debrief yet. So, started 9th, finished 9th once more. But, oh no, sorry, started 9th, finished 8th. Yeah. 7th? Yeah. Oh yeah, finished 7th. Okay, oh, I'm happy with that. Started 9th, finished 7th. Happy with that result. Wasn't really. I got a new PB, which I'm happy about. 1 minute 3.5, which is good. Yeah, just about to head out for my final because I did a new PB. That puts me starting for 7th in the final. Yeah, so unfortunately I still started 9th. The whole pack in front of me were within a good 10th within each other. They're all doing 4s, and I got a 103.5 and was just off getting another position in front of me, but all good. Still started 9th for the final. Because as you guys know, how fast you go or what lap time. The best lap time determines the grid. So I did the 7th best lap time.
That part was true though. I did do the 7th fastest lap time that race, which would have, thought that you would have started 7th. But because the grid's based on qualifying and races onwards, I started 9th.
Which I'm happy about. That's the highest I've started all weekend. So, and in all my races so far, I've moved forward or stayed the same. So happy with that. Let's hope we're in for a good race. But I think we will be. Just make sure I make some good moves, good racecraft, and be fast. Cool. Let's go.
Alright, so getting strapped into the Formula Ford for the last Formula Ford race this year in New Zealand. Kind of weird knowing it's the final one, but always the same routine as always. Just trying to stay calm, get ready for the race, running through the game plans, see what we've got, and we'll send it. They got to strap you down real tight in these cars because there's a lot of movement in the cars. They're pretty fast, and worst comes to worst, when there's an impact, you got to be nice and safe in there, nice and strapped in, ready for whatever's to come. So just rolling out now of the grid of the tent. Now we're on the grid after we've done our formation lap. Lights coming on, revving the cars. Lights out and away we go. Had a good start this race. Was just really aggressive. I evolved after every race, just building up my aggressiveness into first corner because it's pretty nerve-wracking when it's your first Formula Ford race out with other cars, but quickly got better and better. Clinged onto this pack in front and never really let go. I had a really good race though. It was 4th fastest out on the track, which I was really happy about. Great goal to tick off, and great achievement for this race and the whole weekend really. But past the white car in front of me, or not yet, we were all very close together, and then later on in the race I got to pass this white car, and then I quickly clinged onto the blue car in front of me. The blue car was defending all race, which is a bit annoying for me just because I was 4th fastest out on the track and I wanted to display my speed and my racecraft out on the track. But fair enough, it's the final. He's probably fighting for a championship position and whatnot. But I tried to find a way around it, trying all sorts of things, but pretty much every corner I had to run, it was blocked off, and tried a couple of outside moves into turn 1, but nothing really worked. But I was getting really close, and problem was because he was defending, it meant the white car behind was starting to come close, and wasn't not only trying to focus on in front, but I had to focus a little bit on behind as well, because I had pressure from behind at the later parts of the race. But really just trying to look for an opening and couldn't really find anything. But it was a good race nonetheless. Really happy with the result. Really happy to be competitive and be racing, get some top tier opponents.
What a race. So just came in, you can see by my hair that I've just finished that race. But wow, again, new PB, 4th fastest on track out of 11 people. Pretty happy about that on my first ever Formula Ford race, 2nd time in a Formula Ford. I am happy with that result. But it was a chaotic start to it. So I don't know if I told you guys, but it started to spit out like rain. And at one point it was pouring. People were putting on wet tires, everything. I had changed my clear visor. Boom. It was done. But the track temp was so hot. Here in Teretonga, the track temp is hotter track temp is regularly hotter than the air temperature, but I'm talking like triple. Like the track temperature, hot. hot. There's Dad in the back. So the track dried up pretty much instantly. People had their coats on, telling them, just like these forming forwards, just like driving a go-kart on slicks in the wet. So yeah, rain light, all those procedures. Anyway, first we head out, track's dry, all dried up. Get onto the grid. Make sure we warmed up the tyres. I heard about tyre temp when it's these kind of dampish conditions is important, because if you have tyre temp in your car early on, you can drive basically like it's dry, pretty much. But I didn't. Yeah, I got tyre temp, but the track was still pretty much dry as bones, so it didn't matter. Hop on the grid, 5 red lights, drop the clutch, got a okay-ish start. You know how I told you guys that I have to have my clutch, my brake, and my throttle on at the same time. So I'm using one foot to use both pedals, the accelerator. That's just because I'm creeping on the starts, and we need to stop me from creeping. That's just because of my clutch. But yeah, I had all 3 pedals on the thing. Lights out and away we go. Starting 9th. I thought I was going to start 7th, but I forgot that it's not the times from just the last session. It's actually all from the whole thing, from the whole race. So I improved. I did a new PB, but the others didn't improve from their quality. So all the positions stayed the same. I started 9th once more. Got our first corner right on their tails. Doing some good doo-doo. And yeah, and then I dropped away from the pack for a little bit. Had a look at my last time, realized that is not good enough. I put my head down and just drove the thing. Did a new PB, 1 minute 3.4. 1 minute 3.4. Really happy about that, because that put me 4th fastest in the whole field in my first race, 2nd time in a Formula Ford. Pretty happy about that. I think that's a good weekend and a good result. Good everything. So happy with that. So past one person, and then past another person, got right behind number 18, who was defending a real lot. So I was trying all sorts of stuff to get past him, inside, outside, this, that, the other. And I had a really good move at one point around the outside of turn 1, but if you look at the track map of Teretonga, I'll put it up right here, you can see that the first corner, it's a pretty long corner. So if you go around the outside, chances are you're not gonna. It's hard to pull off an outside move. It's very hard. I tried it. It was going good. Inside's faster than outside. They have to cover less distance. So I gave it up at the mid corner because I knew how it was going to end. Tuck right behind him. Thought I could chuck a move into then turn 2. But yeah, he was just blocking everywhere. I heard about the dive bomb into turn 5. Maybe a chance. Let's have a look. I was right on his bum. Let's give it a go. He's full in defending that. Basically, tried into 7. Looked into 7. Was too far back. And then the next lap, basically, was the same story. He did the same thing. I tried the same things, but I didn't do the turn 1 move. Went into turn 2, just trying to open up my corners so I can prioritize my exit and maybe get past him quicker than he can defend me, I guess. And yeah, he was just blocking the whole time. So into 7, I had someone right on my tail. The whole time I had someone right on my tail, so I had to worry about not only the person in front, but the person behind me. But I kept my eyes forward pretty much the whole time and didn't have to, didn't really look in my mirrors or worry about the person behind me too much. Yeah, but final lap, guy in front of me blocking everywhere, heading to turn 7. He covers the inside. I realized, I rather try and make this move, like leave this meeting that I did this move and tried my hardest to get this position, then leave the meeting and go, I wish I just tried that. Could have gone good, could have gone bad, at least I tried. For all I'm just here to learn at the end of the day. So I went for the outside move, had a go. Looked like it was going good. I mean, I got to a point where I was pretty far up. But of course, you know, at a corner like that, not really easy to do an outside move. So he got away, and then I hopped back on the throttle, but I had the guy behind me who was right next to me. So it was a drag light race to the line, very close. You know, I'm looking across, he's looking at me, we're looking at each other. We're side by side, like literally, I reckon we were identical. So it was all down to the shifting, right? Just like a drag race. Change up to third, perfect. And then the final change right before the finish line, 100 meters before the finish line, you've got to change to fourth. Perfect change, bet him by 9 thousandths of a second. So I was happy with that, you know. To an end of the day, I tried the move, didn't go too well, and I mean, I tried the move, it didn't end up how I wanted it to go, but I'm happy I tried, and I was able to hold off on my position anyway, so no consequences. It was a good race, good meeting, happy with the weekend, and the team was great all weekend. Yeah, it was a great weekend. Lots of learning, lots of everything. Really happy with it. Now I can enjoy my time in New Zealand, maybe see a couple things, and should be good. All right, great weekend, great end to a weekend. Happy with that. Racing's all finished, and now I'm here at the Remarkables at Lake Alta, at the top of the mountains. Have a look at this. Whoa. Got a flowing river. Look at that backdrop. Wow, it's even cooler in the mountain. But this is pretty stunning. Pretty cool. Did some skiing up there with my makeshift skis, with just my shoes actually. Thanks to New Balance, hashtag sponsored, hashtag ad. Oakley sunglasses, Unit clothing. Thank you everyone. Alright, so we're just taking the plane now to home, leaving New Zealand. It was a good trip, saw a lot of cool things. Queenstown's pretty beautiful, but yeah, it was a good trip, cool memories, good results, a lot of stuff we learned. We've learned a lot of stuff. Overall, really good. Can't wait to come back here. And potentially we'll be racing nationals next time we come back here. But yeah, happy with that. And good trip to New Zealand. Thank you for watching, and make sure to hit like and subscribe and post notifications and all that rubbish. Anyway, thanks guys, see ya. Just want to say a special thanks to all my sponsors that make my racing possible, as well as made this trip possible, and the team over in New Zealand at Nigel Barclay & Co Racing Projects. Thanks everyone.